Hi friends, it's Sarima and you're welcome back to Studio Sarima. So in today's video we're going to make a wig. It's gonna be a quick one. It's gonna be not as detailed, but you're gonna catch the gist of it. So first things first, we need a wig cap and we need some tip-ins to secure the wig cap to the canvas head and make sure it doesn't move because we need these measurements to be accurate. Next, I will take the closure and I'll align the center part of the closure to the center of the wig by using the line on the canvas head as my guide. So then I'm just going to secure my closure to my wig cap to make sure it is rightly placed and that it lays flat. This is the part of making a wig that is very crucial in making sure your wig is as flat as possible. So make sure you get that closure tight and secure. Okay, now I'm going to put the hair up in a bun and use a hot comb to hot comb the flyaways and tame them so that they're out of the way for me to stitch the closure to the wig cap. Always use a heat protectant before using any heat products on your hair. Always. To stitch the closure, you start on any end that's comfortable for you and you put the thread through the wig cap, through the lace, and then create a knot. Don't worry guys, I'm going to do a more detailed video on how to sew a closure and a frontal to a wig cap, but for now just understand that to create a knot you can simply put the needle on the thread and wrap it, put the thread on the needle and wrap it around the needle 3 to 4 times to create a very secure knot. You can do this twice, and as you sew your closure, always create a knot, at least one knot with every stitch. So as you can see, I am just like putting the needle through and I'm wrapping the thread around the needle once to make sure that each stitch is very secure. This part is very repetitive, so I'm just going to speed through it and show you how I finish off my lace closure when making my wigs. To finish off the closure, I'm going to do what I did in the beginning by wrapping the thread around the needle at least 4 or 5 times to get a very secure knot. I do this 3 to 4 times and the closure is done. Next, I will start making my guidelines. These guidelines are very essential when you're making a wig on a closure because they let you stay on track and they help you maintain a proper distance between each track. So drawing a straight line using my thumb to separate each line gives me the exact measurement across the entire wig cap and lets me stay on track. Very important. You can use whatever tool you want to measure the spaces between the lines. I like to use my thumb because it gives me perfect results every time. You're welcome. So here I'm just cutting out the excess lace on the closure. By the way, this is a 5x5 closure. It's wide enough to give you some parting room, but it's not as wide as a frontal. This step is very important. When you're making a wig on a sewing machine, you want to make sure that you double your weft so that you don't end up having too many tracks on your wig cap. If you remember, we drew some guidelines to enable us, keep track of our sewing and our stitching. And this weft doubling procedure is what helps you keep the distance between each track without having a wig that is too tight for yourself or for your client. Using the guidelines that I made on the wig cap, I'm now sewing my wig to my cap, and it's super easy because I have these lines to direct me on how to sew the wig. That's the importance of the guidelines. Don't say I didn't tell you, sis. Don't say I didn't tell ya. The security of the tracks depend on how tightly it is sewn onto the cap at the beginning and at the end. Because I cut every track after sewing it, I have to secure my track so that it is not sticking out or poking out, or just so that it just stays on the cap with no problems. At the end of this track, you're going to see me go front and backwards about 4 times or 5 times to have my track, to have my weft secure to my cap. Right now I am sewing the elastic band for that extra security so that the wig fits snug and secure on your head and you don't have a problem with lifting and any of that. I'm going to show you what the elastic band stitch looks like in a bit. I do this by simply going back and forth like 5 to 10 times just to make it secure. And with the new Studio Sarima custom units, the elastic bands come with an adjustment straps so that you can adjust it to your liking. Now I'm jumping straight into the styling of this unit. You better come through, SS Wigs. You better come through. I posted a short tutorial on Instagram showing how to straighten your hair, and I'm going to go into a little bit of detail here in this video. To straighten your hair, to get that bone straight look, you need to straighten the hair track by track. You need to ensure that each track is straightened out to perfection, and you do this by first spraying some heat protectant on the hair, and then using a comb you do the chase method. The chase method is basically you using a comb to straighten out the hair while straightening it with a flat iron, and this gives your hair that gorgeous slick bone straight look. So I'm just chill. I'm so tired. Hey God, like I'm so exhausted. And as always, the rest of the procedure would be very repetitive, and I'm just going to speed through it and be right back. As you can see with this hair, Studio Sarima custom units bundles are full from top to bottom. There are no flyaways, no unnecessary flyaways or unnecessary short strands. None of that. Everything is full from top to bottom. Your unit has body, there is volume, there is body, there is length, there is density. Everything you want in a unit you can find with the SS custom wigs. Now I'm getting into my closure. I straighten my closure using a different technique than I do with the bundles, and I do this by parting the closure in small semicircles because it lets you have the hair in different direction. If you part the hair straight down, if you part your closure straight down and straighten it that way, all the hairs will either fall to the left or to the right. But when you do it in semicircles, you get the hair falling in different directions. I don't know how best to explain this, but you kind of get what I mean. You know, you get the spiel of it. Put the hair in, part it in semicircles and straighten it. You spray your heat protectant, you straighten it. After that, you go in with a hair mousse. Use a hair mousse to ensure that the closure is laying flat, and then you abuse this closure with your what's it called now? Oh my God, what is this tool called? This tool right here with your hot comb. You use your hot comb to assault this closure. Use the back of the hot comb especially to comb it down so that it is flat, and there are no hairs sticking out, no bumps or none of that. Just make sure you use your flat iron. It's the most important tool when straightening out a closure or a frontal. I'm going to show you how to do this again. Put some hair mousse on it. Right after straightening it, you put some hair mousse on it, and then you go in with your hot comb and you hot comb this hair to nonsense. Like hot comb it till it's begging for mercy. You need this hair to be flat, especially when you're doing a bone straight look. You need this the most when you're doing a bone straight look. Okay? Don't say I didn't tell you. Don't say I didn't give you tips or tricks, because I'm out here spilling for you. You're welcome, baby. You're welcome. Here I'm just cleaning up the middle part so that it is very visible and flawless. I'm cleaning it up because I'm about to hot comb the life out of it. I want to make sure that it is as flat as possible, neat as possible, and straight as possible, because if you know me, you know that I am somewhat of a perfectionist. I like to make sure lines are clean. So yes, I'm gonna spray some heat protectant and now I'm straightening it out, and then I'll go in with hair mousse and hot comb this hair to nonsense. I'm only going to show how I do one side of the closure. I don't think I need to show the other side because it's pretty much the same exact steps, same exact thing. So yeah, just watch and enjoy the rest of the video. After straightening the hair to the sides, I'm now going to straighten it all the way to the back. I'll hot comb it all the way to the back. For that extra flexibility, you know, you want your closure to move, right? And this is the last step before the reveal. And here she is in all of her graciousness and gorgeousness. I call her Cherry. Cherry is a 24-inch bone straight unit. She can come in multiple lengths. If you want to pick up some cherries, just let me know. I cannot wait to wear it and slay it for you guys. You have to look forward to that in my next video. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video. Catch you later when your hair's straighter. Bye.